Good morning, this is Dr. Will, CBMD, PhD. It is Monday, August 22nd, 2011, 4:48 a.m. Eastern Time. Quick note. Nitrogen in the soil cleans the air. Nitrogen-containing soil is a source of hydroxyl radicals that remove pollutants from the atmosphere. Science Daily, August 22nd, 2011. Eutrophication harms the environment in many ways. Unexpectedly, nitrogen fertilizer may also be positive for the environment, and even acidic soils promoting the destruction of the forest can have a positive effect. Researchers from the biochemistry department of the Max Planck Institute for Chemistry in the Mainz found out that nitrogen fertilizer indirectly strengthens the self-cleaning capacity of the atmosphere. And good evening, this is Dr. Will, CBMD, PhD. It is Monday, August 22nd, 2011, 11:39 p.m. Eastern Time. Quick note. East epic journey 500 years ago gave rise to larger beer. Science Daily, August 22nd, 2011. In the 15th century, when Europeans first began moving people and goods across the Atlantic, a microscopic stowaway somehow made its way to the caves and monasteries of Bavaria. And good morning, this is Dr. Will, CBMD, PhD. It is Tuesday, August 23rd, 2011, 4:17 a.m. Eastern Time. Quick note. Abstract. The maintenance and detection of signal and gradients are critical for proper development and cell migration. In single-cell organism, gradient detection allows cell to orientate toward a distant mating partner or nutrient source. Budding yeast expand their growth toward mating pheromone gradients through a process known as chemotrophic growth. MAT alpha cells secrete the alpha factor pheromone that stimulates chemotropsin and mating differentiation in MAT alpha cells and vice versa. Paradoxically, MAT alpha cells secrete BAR1, a protease that degrades alpha factor and that attenuates the mating response. It is also required for efficient mating. We observed that MAT alpha cells avoid each other during chemotrophic growth. To explore this behavior, we developed a computational platform to simulate chemotrophic growth. Our simulations indicate that the release of BAR1 enabled individual MAT alpha cells to act as alpha factor sinks. The simulation suggests that the resultant local reshaping of pheromone concentration created gradients that were directed away from neighboring MAT alpha cells' self-avoidance and that were increasingly amplified toward partners of the opposite sex during elongation. The behavior of BAR1 deficient cells and gradient chambers and mating assays supported these predictions from the simulations. Thus, budding yeast dynamically remodeled their environment to ensure productive responses to an external stimulus and avoid non-productive cell-to-cell interactions. And good evening, this is Dr. Will, CBMD, PhD. This is Monday, August 22nd, 2011, 9:51 p.m. Eastern Time. Quick note. Galaxies are running out of gas. Why the lights are going out in the universe. Science Daily, August 22nd, 2011. A CSIRO study has shown why the lights are going out in the universe. The universe forms fewer stars than it used to. And then the CSIRO study has now shown why the galaxies are running out of gas. And good evening, this is Dr. Will, CBMD, PhD. It's Monday, August 22nd, 2011, 9:52 p.m. Eastern Time. Quick note. Common cause of all forms of amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, discovered. Science Daily, August 21st, 2011. The underlying disease process of amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, a fatal neurodegenerative disease that paralyzes its victims, has long eluded scientists and prevented development of effective therapies. Scientists weren't even sure all its forms actually converged into a common disease process. And good morning, this is Dr. Will, CBMD, PhD. It is Tuesday, August 23rd, 2011, 3:10 a.m. Eastern Time. Quick note. Answer of the day. What is the Lima syndrome? In 1996, hundreds of people at the party of the Japanese embassy, Lima, Peru, were taken hostage by a militant group. Within hours, the abductors, feeling sympathy for their victims, set most of them free. This feeling of sympathy by abductors for their victims is called Lima syndrome. The inverse is the Stockholm syndrome, where the victims develop feelings of warmth and sympathy for their abductors. The name came from the event began on this date in 1973 during the bank robbery of Stockholm, Sweden. Employees were taken hostage. By the time of their release, 6 days later, they had developed an affection for their bank robbers. The hostages said they were treated well and asked by the authorities to treat their captors with leniency. Criminologist and psychiatrist Niles, who had been helping the police, coined the term during the news interview. And good evening, this is Dr. Will, CBMD, PhD. This is Monday, August 22nd, 2011, 9:53 p.m. Eastern Time. Quick note. Oldest fossils on Earth discovered. Science Daily, August 21st, 2011. Earth's oldest fossils have been found in Australia by a team from the University of Western Australia, and Oxford University. The microscopic fossils show convincing evidence for cells and bacteria living in an oxygen-free world over 3.4 billion years ago. N. Good evening, this is Dr. Will C. BMD, PhD. This is Monday, August 22nd, 2011, 9:54 p.m. Eastern Time. Quick note. Antennas in your clothes. New design could pave the way. Science Daily, August 22nd, 2011. The next generation of communication systems can be built with a sewing machine to make communication devices more reliable. Ohio State University researchers are finding ways to incorporate radio antennas directly into clothing using plastic film and metallic thread. N. Good morning, this is Dr. Will C. BMD, PhD. This is Tuesday, August 23rd, 2011, 3:15 a.m. Eastern Time. Quick note. Ancient whale skulls and directional hearing. A twisted tail. Science Daily, August 22nd, 2011. Scoot skulls may have helped early whales discriminate the direction of sounds in water and are not solely as previously thought. A later adaptation related to echolocation. University of Michigan researchers report their findings in the paper being published online in the Proceedings of National Academy of Sciences. N. Good evening, this is Dr. Will C. BMD, PhD. This is Monday, August 22nd, 2011, 9:56 p.m. Eastern Time. Quick note. Astronomers find ice and possibly methane on Snow White, a distant dwarf planet. Science Daily, August 22nd, 2011. Astronomers at the California Institute of Technology, Caltech, have discovered that the dwarf planet 2007 OR10, nicknamed Snow White, is an icy world with about half its surface covered in water ice that once flowed from ancient slush-spewing volcanoes. The new findings also suggest that the red-tinged dwarf planet may be covered in a thin layer of methane, the remnants of an atmosphere that's slowly being lost into space. Good evening, this is Dr. Will C. BMD, PhD. This is Monday, August 22nd, 2011, 9:57 p.m. Eastern Time. Quick note. Newly discovered Iceland current could change North Atlantic climate picture. Science Daily, August 21st, 2011. An international team of researchers, including physical oceanographers from the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution, WHOI, has confirmed the presence of a deep-reaching ocean circulation system off Iceland that could significantly influence the ocean's response to climate change in previously unforeseen ways. And good morning, this is Dr. Will C. BMD, PhD. This is Tuesday, August 23rd, 2011, 8:16 a.m. Eastern Time. Quick note. Are stellar explosions created equal? Scientists recheck a standard model for supernova on which cosmic distant measurements is based. Science Daily, August 22nd, 2011. Cosmic distances are difficult to grasp and no less difficult to measure. When it comes to other galaxies or even remote parts of our own Milky Way, distant measurements are nothing but assessments derived from indirect clues. And good morning, this is Dr. Will C. BMD, PhD. It's Tuesday, August 23rd, 2011, 8:16 a.m. Eastern Time. Quick note. Not so fast lasting evolutionary change takes about 1 million years, researchers find. Science Daily, August 22nd, 2011. A research that will help address a long-running debate and apparent contradiction between short and long-term evolutionary change. Scientists have discovered that although evolution is constant and sometimes rapid process, the changes that hit and stick tend to take a long time. And